Welcome to episode 164 of the MegaMets podcast. Tonight we go through the biggest Japanese wrestling tournament of the year, the G1 Climax 36, which starts July
19 days. I can imagine how much of a pain in the ass this is going to turn out.
We start off this Saturday at the Now Arena in Chicago and wrap up August 16th in Ryogoku.
I only pray we never have to do something like that again, because having to do 19 events with all these matches, this gets out of hand.
Tell me about it. This year's participants are as follows. In the A block, defending tournament winner and New Japan World Television Champion Konosuke Takeshita, Hirooki Goto, Boltin Oleg, IWGP Heavyweight Champion Tsuji, Shingo Takagi, Jake Lee, SANADA, co-holder of the of both the Never Openweight Six-Man and IWGP Tag titles, the Great Okan, YUTO ICE, and Ryohei Oiwa. The latter two having to play in, getting wins over Taichi and El Fantasma, respectively. In the B block, Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura, Drilla Moloney, Zack Sabre Jr., Callum Newman, Ren Narita, new IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion Gabe Kennedy beat Umino for the title just a couple of days ago. Co-holder of the Never Openweight Six-Man and IWGP Tag titles, HENARE, Never Openweight Champion Aaron Wolf, and Oscar, both of whom had to qualify by defeating Yoshihashi and Yujiro Takahashi, respectively. You guys all know the drill. 30-minute time limits in block matches, 2 points for win, 1 for draw, none for loss. Top three move on to a playoff setup where the top participant in each block moves on to the semifinals via a bye, and the two from the bottom two that qualify from each block facing each other in the quarterfinals, then getting the winners of the block in the semis, and then whoever wins those go to the final, and the winner gets an IWGP Heavyweight title match whenever they want. And even though it's supposed to be a Wrestle Kingdom, the last 2 years have been pushed to King of Pro. They've jumped it to King of Pro Wrestling, and I'm a little annoyed by that.
Go figure.
We kick it off in Chicago. Opening match, B block, Aaron Wolf versus HENARE.
It's anyone's game, so it won't really matter, to say the least.
At least not on the opening night.
Yeah, I'm picking HENARE.
I'll go Wolf. New kid needs a win under his belt.
Next up, from A block, Shingo Takagi versus Jake Lee.
I've heard rumors that Shingo's New Japan contract is running out and he's going to be signing with AEW soon. But those rumors have yet to be confirmed. But if this is true, I'm going to go Jake Lee.
I'll also go Jake Lee at this point. Next,
Oscar versus Ren Narita. Yeah. Only good thing about Narita being the only member and SANADA being the only members of House of Torture in this tournament, the rest of the house are in Japan while these two are in Chicago, so they're going to have no backup.
No backup is always good.
At least on paper, they're going to have no backup. If that's the case, let Oscar crush Narita under his feet.
I'm going to pick Oscar for this one.
Same here.
Next up for A block, YUTO ICE versus Great Okan.
ICE wants those tag. We know you Knockout Bros want those tag belts back in a bad way. And if Yuto can getting a win over Okan can open the door to Unbound Company getting either a never six-man tag title shot for the collective, or just him and Oscar getting another IWGP tag title shot, so be it. But if you know Okan, he wants to force the Knockout Bros to the back of the line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give this to Okan.
I will pick Yuto on this one. Time for something unexpected. Next up,
Shota Umino versus Zack Sabre Jr. Shota is reeling after getting basically bloodied and battered by Kid and ultimately losing the IWGP Global Heavyweight title. He wants to get back on the horse. He's going to need to get a win over Zack.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see him pulling it off. I'm giving this to Umino. I take it
I'll give it to Umino because he kind of deserves it. He needs some payback at least.
True.
Next up on A block, Hirooki Goto versus SANADA.
If this was LIJ or just 5 guys SANADA, I would be excited. But it's fucking House of Torture SANADA. You know he'll take every shortcut in the book.
He'll do everything possible to win.
Faking a low blow shot, kicking Goto in the dick, or doing anything he can. And I mean, remember, Goto skipped last year for a combination of an elbow injury and doing film shoots.
Mm-hmm. So who are you going to pick on this? One moment. Who are you going to pick?
I'll say SANADA. I think
I'll say Goto. SANADA as well. Hold on a sec. I got to shred this. Much better. Now let's continue with the 7th match.
Yuya Uemura and Callum Newman. This one should be a bit interesting. I mean, they face each other in the New Japan Cup semis, and Uemura, or maybe it was the finals. They faced each other off against each other. And of course, we all know Callum took Uemura to Dick Kick City, win the cup, and then ultimately become the youngest IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Uemura's wearing a cup because Callum's not going to give him any mercy. I'm giving this to Callum.
I'm giving it also to Callum. And now we reach Block A for the 8th match. Boltin Oleg versus Ryohei Oiwa.
Both are in the same grad class. Oleg got title experience sooner than Oiwa. Both are never 6-man champs in one point or another in their careers. But Oleg has also had singles competition title, and Oleg's the current strong openweight champion. So I could see Oiwa getting a crack at it. I'll give this to Ryohei Oiwa. Where do you stand?
That's tough. I'm picking Oiwa.
Finally, main event. For those wondering why Moloney and Kid are not on the card, scheduling conflicts.
Of course it is.
Konosuke Takeshita versus Yota Tsuji. A rematch from Wrestle Kingdom's 20th anniversary where Tsuji rescued the IWGP World Heavyweight title. And now Takeshita has a chance at getting an opportunity to get the belt back. I mean, throw in the fact he's the defending tournament champion. Does he have a shot at winning the tournament? Yes. But with the NJPW World Television title plus the AEW International title around his waist, will he get that shot? I honestly don't think so. Having said that, I'm giving this to Takeshita.
I'll give it to Tsuji. With that done, we move on now out of the United States and into Japan, in Hokkaido, in the Hokkaido Prefectural Sports Center, Hokkaido Kiyaeji. Thankfully, much of the matches are just 6, so that will make it easy for us. Let's focus on the G1 Climax stuff only, because the other 3, we don't have to worry.
True.
On B block, Drilla Moloney versus Gabe Kidd.
It's a bit depressing for Moloney to face someone he once called a brother, who then ultimately stabbed not just Unbound Company, but ultimately stabbed New Japan in the back. When Gabe Kidd showed up at Dominion, he basically it's Sakura Genesis to attack Tsuji when he was originally slated for a global title match before his shoulder injury.
Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, we continue. Well, you can continue now, because I have to deal with this a lot.
Dealing with his shoulder injury, which led to Andrade getting the shot, and then Umino getting the belt off Andrade at Dominion. He basically said, fuck the Mark of the Lion, fuck New Japan, fuck the WWE. He wouldn't go as far as fucking the guy who pays his biggest paycheck, fucking Tony Khan. But the point still applies that, and when he won the belt, he just threw it aside like Naito throwing the IWGP Intercontinental title around back in 2016, 2017 when he held it the first time, abusing it. and even
Just
slapped,
wow.
both spit in the face of and slapped Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Just wow.
Yeah. I hope Umino beats him in the tournament and then gets the belt back by King of Pro Wrestling.
Me too.
At the soonest. At the latest, it's not happening until Wrestle Kingdom 21 on January 4th, 2027. Having said that, Kid wins this one.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick Kid on this one. Let's move on to the next.
Great-O-Khan versus SANADA. This will be the rest of these matches are exclusive to the A block.
Hold on a moment. Seriously. Yes.
Don't you just hate it when this happens, folks?
All right, let's continue. Sorry about all this, everyone, but yeah, when my family needs me, they need me. So I got to make sure. Anyway, continue.
Next matchup is United Empire against House of Torture. And let's be honest, the biggest question with the House of Torture is basically going to not be truly answered until we get to November with the World Tag League. Which members are going to make up their teams for the tournament? I mean, we do have at least one combination in this tournament with Ren Narita and SANADA. The only other combinations you could throw together are Fale and Owens, Chase and Owens, and that's about it. Or Chase and Owens.
You got that right.
And here, Okan has never really had SANADA's number, whether he was in Los Ingobernables, whether the latter was in Los Ingobernables de Japón, whether he was part of just 4 guys turned just 5 guys, or as part of the War Dogs. Having said that, now that you're back in Japan, House of Torture bullshit is going to run rampant, and Okan will need the Empire to counteract it. Having said that,
will be very rampant.
Having said that, I am hoping, and when you consider that for the better part of the past year, the Empire has taken some of the House's tactics and applied them for themselves, hell's going to break loose.
I agree.
I'm going to give this to Okan just to get out of the way.
I'm also giving it to Okan. Oh. Next up on A block, Konosuke Takeshita versus Jake Lee.
I find it odd that outside of this tournament, these two have never really fought each other.
So this is going to be a first.
As far as I know. Because in the 24 G1, when Takeshita made his debut, he was in B block and Lee was in the A block.
I don't know why.
So how does the old silent gesture deal with the alpha? I say he gets cooked in a raging fire. Takeshita wins. He goes to 2-0.
All right, I'll pick Takeshita as well. Next up.
Boltin Oleg against YUTO ICE.
This might prove interesting.
Yeah. Again, members of basically the same graduating class. But Finley saw potential in Yuto that he didn't see in Oleg. That killer instinct. And I think Yuto's going to bring that killer instinct out. Oleg, I love you, but you're going to get...
He's going to get blasted.
I was going to say put on ice.
I still say blasted no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, I still want to try a few puns. And I say Yuto beats him and puts Oleg on ice.
Touche. I'm picking Yuto as well. Next up, on A block, Shingo Takagi versus Ryohei Oiwa.
Age versus youth. Let's go with youth. I want, as much as I like Shingo, but He's going to have to face some early adversity before a turnaround, so I say he falls to 0-2 here. I'm giving this to Oiwa.
Fair. I'll also give it to Oiwa. Now for the last one.
For the main event, a rematch of the 2024 New Japan Cup final, Yota Tsuji against Hirooki Goto. If Goto wins this, he gets himself an IWGP Heavyweight title shot to prove that his only run, and trust me, it's the only run he's ever going to get, was no fluke. I mean, as much as I loved the Goto storyline in 2025, where he finally won the big one and had a record 7 defenses in its World Heavyweight incarnation, the fact that it was over a span of 4.5 months still kind of irks me. But having said that, Goto is just not ready to get back on the horse. Tsuji
no way. There is no way he's going to do this. So I'm giving it to Tsuji.
Nor will he ever get back on the horse.
Yeah.
Goto, I love you, but this year, the G1, once again, the G and G1 will not stand for Goto.
Nope. Sadly, it won't.
Back to Hokkaido for the second half of it. And thankfully, we're just back to 5. We've only got 4 B block matches.
It's actually 5 B block.
Oh, right. Forgot.
5 B block matches, and we start off with the first. Shota Umino versus Aaron Wolf.
I'll say Umino.
I say Wolf. Next up.
Joe Moloney versus HENARE. I mean, y'all let Drilla rebound, so I'm yes. But that is one hard Polynesian skull to pound into the mat with a Drilla killer, or a bod to rip in half with a gore. Having said that, I'm gonna give this to the Drilla.
You made a smart move. I'll also pick Drilla on that one.
Next
Next stop on B block, Oscar versus Gabe Kidd.
I'll say Gabe. He's going to be a lot more vicious going into this than Oscar.
I'll probably give it to Gabe as well, since, might as well.
Callum Newman against Ren Narita. I have a sneaky suspicion Ren's sneaking out with this one.
What, you think he's going to end up winning that?
Well, again, it's another United Empire House of Torture match, and you know the bullshit's going to come flying from both sides.
Yeah, you're right. I'm probably going to have my vote be for Narita, even though I legit don't like the guy.
I thought you would have gone Callum.
I don't know. I just wanted to mix things up at times because I don't want that to be too predictable.
True. Finally, Yuya Uemura versus Zack Sabre Jr. in the main event. I'll give it to Zack.
I'll probably also give it to Zack.
Okay, so Uemura at this point, we both have it 0-2, correct?
Yep, correct. Now we head to Miyagi in the Sendai Sun Plaza Hall.
On July 21st. Back to the
5 matches on the card this time that are the G1. And they're all A blocks, so this will be interesting. Up first, Hirooki Goto versus Jake Lee.
What the hell? I'll throw Goto a bone here.
I'll probably throw him a bone, too. It really wouldn't make no difference.
Yeah, because I don't see him winning more than 4 in this tournament anyway. Know what I mean? I mean, even if he participated in last year's tournament, he wasn't probably going to win more than 5.
Yeah.
I mean, still not make the final cut. Ryohei Oiwa against the Great Okan. I'll say Okan.
I'll probably pick Great Okan, just to at least give him a chance.
So what does that
Next
give
up,
him? What does that give him now? 3?
Yeah, basically. Next up on A block, Konosuke Takeshita versus YUTO ICE.
Someone's got to fall into the L column. I'm giving this to Takeshita.
He may as well. I'll give it to him too. Next.
Yota Tsuji versus SANADA. Let's hope the rest of Unbound Company is ready to play countermeasure against the house. If they're not, SANADA will get himself an IWGP heavyweight title shot. If they are, I'm giving this to Tsuji. I'm so I'm going to play Tsuji.
So essentially, you're gonna take that shot, aren't you?
Yes.
That might work. I'll probably give it to Yota Tsuji. And now the main event: Boltin Oleg versus Shingo Takagi.
Boltin's never beaten Shingo, so do we really want to make Shingo start the tournament 0-3?
Nah.
Let's give this one to Shingo.
Yeah, let's give it a Shingo. And now we continue on.
Next up, Niigata in Aoi Nagaoka, July 22nd. And we kick it off with, here we go, B block. Aaron Wolf against Gabe Kidd. Yeah, no brainer here. Kidd is going to slaughter Wolf.
It's going to be a slaughter. The Wolf's about to be put down, so my vote's on Gabe. Next up on B block, Oscar versus HENARE.
Between Knockout Bros, if anyone's got a shot getting that IWGP Tag Title shot, it's against the Empire. It's Oscar. I'm giving it to him.
Smart move.
So you're taking
okay, next up on the match, Yuya. Wait. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's your turn now. You're in the 8th match.
Yuya Uemura versus Drilla Moloney. I say let the heat storm blaze through the summer. Uemura.
Good decision. I'd pick Uemura as well. Next up, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Callum Newman.
If anyone's capable of outwinning a heel wrestler, it's Zack. I mean, you look at his track record against the House in 22 and 23, especially against Evil, this shouldn't be all that different. I mean, especially if he catches Newman's foot and ends up twisting it and breaking his ankle.
Oh, that would be a painful thought.
I mean, in between his legs.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, he's caught guys' hands in between his legs when they try to low blow him, and then he twists it.
That would be a painful thought. Yeesh.
I'm giving it to Zack.
I'll probably as well. And now the main event.
Shota Umino versus Ren Narita. Oh boy, again with this crap. I mean,
I'm picking Umino on this one.
I'm
House
going
of Torture can rot.
I'm going Narita in this, believe it or not.
I figured you make a decision like
Umino
this.
basically operates as a loner.
Because of course he is.
Let's head on to Ebara Wave Arena in the Ota City General Gym on July 25th in Tokyo.
I start this. Hirooki Goto versus Great Okan of A Block.
Let me get down there. Here we go.
Yeah, we're on the 25th now.
I'd say Goto wins this to get the never 6-man shot. At least for him, Yoshi, and Boltin again.
Yeah, may as well give it to Goto so he can at least have some opportunity and maybe a consolation prize.
If that's not the case, we could also give him him and Yoshi an IWGP Tag Title shot, so Bishamon can go after a 5th collective IWGP Tag Title reign for the duo. Even though collectively Goto's actually won 6 IWGP Tag Titles.
Yep.
He won one with Shibata as Manu Tag. Yeah, he's won 4 with Yoshihashi as Bishamon. So this would be their 6th. It would be their 6th. Jake Lee versus SANADA. Oh, brother. I mean, 2 All Japan alum reduced to jokes. To bad jokes. Jokes for their respective factions. You know what? I'm going to give it to the smart bastard, the silent jester, Jake Lee. Where do you sit with this one?
Basically, this is a tough one. Very, very tough on the 7th. I'm just going to throw a bone and just pick Oleg.
It's not. We're on the 6th match.
Oh, yeah, we're on the 6th match. I forgot. I'll just pick SANADA.
Fair enough.
Next up is, Konosuke Takeshita versus Boltin Oleg.
You know what? I'll give this to Oleg. He beat Takeshita last year for the Never Crown. I could see him doing it for the TV crown down the line.
I will probably do the same as well. I give it to Oleg.
Ryohei Oiwa versus YUTO ICE. Maybe Oiwa finally gets over that hump and beats Yuto here. I'll give it to him. And you're close it out.
Yep, close it
Who was
out.
your pick for match 8, by the way?
Oh yeah, I'm picking Oiwa.
Okay.
Now for the main event one. Yota Tsuji versus Shingo Takagi.
I will find it hilarious if Shingo somehow finds a way to beat his
That would be a complete laugh if he did. And I'm picking Takagi on this.
I'm taking Tsuji.
I figured you would. Now you're up. Because now we're live on the 26th in the Bar Wave Arena.
Same venue.
Yes, same venue.
With Aaron Wolf against Oscar. You know what? We haven't given Wolf a bone in a while, so I'll throw him this one.
Yeah, let's give him a bone for a change. May as well by this point. Next up is HENARE versus Ren Narita. My vote's on HENARE.
We've only given HENARE like what? 1, maybe 2 wins up to this point?
Yeah, pretty much. Why?
Just wondering. I'll give it to HENARE as well.
I mean, who's to say that our predictions end up being proven wrong when it actually does happen?
True.
I mean, we have been proven wrong many times.
Yeah, especially with the last 2 years of who wins this damn thing.
That's what I love about doing this. But I also hate it at the same time.
Yeah, because of how much time it consumes. Same thing with the BOSJ, the Super Junior Tag League, and the World Tag League. Not so much with the New Japan Cup because it's single elimination.
Yeah, and single elimination is always enough.
Anyway, Drilla Moloney versus Callum Newman.
Who are you going to pick?
I'm going to give it to the Prince. Callum wins this one.
I will also give it to the Prince. Next is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Gabe Kidd. This might prove to be a very interesting game.
If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to piss him off and never fall for a taunt.
Yep.
Sun Tzu, Art of War. And that's what Zack's got to utilize.
He may as well utilize it.
I'm going to give it to Zack. Kidd is going to overcommit and screw himself. And that opens the door for Zack to get an IWGP Global title match. Finally, the main event. Shota Umino versus Yuya Uemura. On and off tag partners. Let's see who the better man is.
My pick is going to be Umino.
Heads Umino, tails Uemura.
Flip.
Heads it is. I'm going Umino.
Good decision. Now we move on to Osaka for Wednesday, July 29th in the Yamato University Yamato Arena. And surprisingly, another 5. This one all A block. First, Boltin Oleg versus Jake Lee.
I'll give it to Boltin.
Good decision. I will also pick Boltin. Next up.
Ryohei Oiwa versus SANADA. TMDK is outmanned and outgunned. I mean, with Eagles only popping up these days for the juniors tournaments, and Shane Hayes and Mikey Nichols basically abroad since their New Japan contracts ran out, and with the former now the GHC Heavyweight Champion over in Pro Wrestling Noah and part of White Raven Squad, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what can you do, honestly?
I'm giving this to SANADA.
I guess you made the right decision on that one. So will I. Next up on the list, Konosuke Takeshita versus Great Okan.
Takeshita.
Great Okan. Next up.
Goto versus Shingo. I'm going to go Shingo.
I picked Shingo as well. Main event time. Yota Tsuji versus YUTO ICE.
What the hell with it? I'll go Yuto in an upset.
I'll also do the same on an upset because who knows what can happen in the G1 Climax 36.
Next up, Kagawa, July 31st. Kagawa, Takamatsu Gymnasium First Stadium. Back to the B block. Drilla Moloney versus Oscar. This will be a hard-hitting fiasco, but if it's a power versus power game, as strong as Moloney is, Oscar is too big and too tall to hit with a Drilla killer.
Yeah.
And with that fact alone, I'm going to give it to Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
You going Oscar?
I'm going to have to pick the Grouch. I have to. I'm sorry. I'm picking Oscar. Next up is Shota Umino versus HENARE.
I think Umino's winning streak gets snapped here. I'm giving this to HENARE.
I'll also pick HENARE as well. Next.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ren Narita. Zack may be a technical master, but Narita has used the shortcuts of the house to beat him once before in the New Japan Cup. But do I think he gets retribution? I say he does. Zack wins here.
I'll let Zack earn this win. Next, Callum Newman versus Gabe Kidd.
Oh, Callum is going to have tunnel vision. In his mind, Kidd and the rest of the dogs were part of the reason the United Empire crumbled when Will Ospreay left New Japan. And now Will is essentially a probationary member of the Death Riders, and this pisses him off. He is going to take every possible shortcut to beat the shit out of Gabe Kidd. Make way for the praise.
Oh, this will be such fun.
I'm giving this to Newman.
Good decision. I will also pick Newman. Sorry, Gabe, but you're about to be wrecked. Main event, Yuya Uemura versus Aaron Wolf.
Uemura.
I'm picking the Wolf. He needs a bone at least somewhat.
Fair enough.
We're winding down because we only got a few of them left.
August 1st, even though this says July, it's been a damn typo that's been bugging this thing the last 2 years. But regardless,
what can you do?
Hiroshima Sun Plaza and Shoko Center, Nishiku, Hiroshima City. You're up.
Okie dokie. Boltin, Oleg, and SANADA. I'll pick SANADA. For the next one, YUTO ICE versus... Yeah, figures. Next match is YUTO ICE versus Jake Lee.
That was Mike.
Made up your mind?
Sorry. Jake Lee for me.
I'm picking YUTO ICE. Next up.
Shingo Takagi against the Great Okan. These two have had very good chemistry over the years in the ring. And I could see Shingo pumping Bomber and giving a pumping Bomber, Last of the Dragon, Rampage Dragon, and a main Japan to Okan's ass. I'm giving this to Takagi.
I think I'll probably give it to Takagi too. Next up.
It was your turn here.
Oh, yeah. Next up. Yota Tsuji versus Ryohei Oiwa.
Oiwa.
And now the main event.
Konosuke Takeshita, Hirooki Goto versus Konosuke Takeshita. I will say Goto, believe it or not.
I will do something unexpected and give it Goto as well.
Next up, the Fukuoka Convention Center on August 2nd in Fukuoka. And we kick it off with Aaron Wolf against Drilla Moloney.
This will be fun.
Maybe bomb block at this point, so I'll give Drilla a bit.
That's a pretty interesting one. I'll also pick Drilla Moloney.
You're up.
All right, Oscar versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I'll go Zack. He's been able to take big boys like Oscar down before.
No surprise.
You also taking Zack?
Yeah, I'm also picking Zack. Time for the grouse to be put back in its cage, I guess.
You mean it's can?
Yeah, it's can. Next up on the list.
Yuya Uemura against Ren Narita.
I take it you're not happy with this.
Nope. I'm giving it to Narita.
Because, of course. I will also have to give it to Narita because why the hell not? Because I don't even like the guy, and I'm like, I got nothing. Seriously, I just flat out don't.
Neither do I. You're up.
Okay, HENARE versus Gabe Kidd.
Kid.
Ah, figured you would. I will also pick the Kid. Main event.
Shota Umino against Callum Newman. I will give it to Umino.
I see. Then I guess I'll pick Umino on this one. We're already now passing Fukuoka. Now we move on to the Korakuen Hall in Tokyo.
August 6th.
Yep. And 5 matches as always. First off, we started off with YUTO ICE versus SANADA.
I'll say Yuto. I mean, think about it. If Oscar, along with Yuto, had to fight off the entire House of Torture just for Oscar to qualify against Yujiro Takahashi, once Oscar is done with his tag match against Callum and Zane Jane, he's teaming with Gato. He's going to be there to help his knockout bro kick the shit out of whatever backup the house brings to him. I'm giving this to Yuto.
Yep, pretty much. I'll give it to Yuto as well. Next up.
Ooh, here's an interesting one. Jake Lee against the Great Okan. You have both members of the United Empire facing each other.
Well, this will be a free-for-all.
And since they're facing each other, don't expect shenanigans.
Good. It should be fair and just. I will pick Jake Lee.
I say Okan. Hirooki Goto versus Ryohei Oiwa. I will say Goto.
I will say Oiwa. Next up,
my math is correct. That's 4 for Goto, and that's as many as I'm giving him.
That's fair. Next up, Konosuke Takeshita versus Shingo Takagi.
If the Takagi can't get a world heavyweight title shot, might as well give him a TV title shot. I'm going Shingo.
I'll go with Shingo so he can get that opportunity. Main event.
Oleg versus Yota Tsuji. I am taking Oleg to win this one, believe it or not.
Fine, I will do the same. And now we're heading into B block on the 8th in Kanagawa in the Yokohama Budokan. Up first for the B block, Drilla Moloney versus Zack Sabre Jr.
At this point, we have Moloney basically out of it. So the most he can do is play spoiler. How many do we have Zack winning at this point?
I forgot, because it's hard to keep track of all this.
Like what, 5 maybe at this point?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm probably not giving Zack another win on this one. I'm giving it to Drilla.
Same with me, Drilla.
Smart decision.
Yuya Uemura versus HENARE. I am going to give this to Uemura.
I will also give it to Uemura. Next up, Aaron Wolf versus Ren Narita.
Yeah, with this shit.
I give it to the Wolf. Seriously.
Why do I have a feeling Narita's going to attempt the same bullshit he did to beat Wolf the first time for the Never Crown, get the title shot, and then screw it up anyway? I'm giving this to Narita. At this point, the house's ceiling is the Never Openweight Championship.
Yeah, because of course.
Let's move on. Oscar versus Callum Newman. I'm going to give this to Callum.
I will give it to Callum. Time to put Oscar back in the can. Main event, Shota Umino versus Gabe Kidd.
Umino gets his payback. This opens the door for, even if he doesn't win the tournament, It gets him a consolation prize to go after Kid by October at the soonest and January at the latest to rescue the global title.
Yep. That's my vote.
Sunday, August 9th, Jimise Gunma Arena in Gunma, Japan, in Iwasashicho, Takasaki City.
All right, let's get started. We only had a few of these left anyway.
Ryohei Oiwa versus Jake Lee.
I'm probably going to pick Oiwa.
Same.
Next up, Konosuke Takeshita versus SANADA.
Takeshita.
Takeshita. Next up.
Yota Tsuji against Great Okan. I'm going to go Okan.
I will also pick Okan. Hirooki Goto versus Boltin Oleg.
Boltin.
Boltin. Main event.
Takagi against YUTO. Shingo.
I'm going to try doing something unexpected and pick YUTO. Because why not? We only have about 5 of these left because the tournament by this point is winding down. True. Live on the 11th in Mie in the Nisho Highway Arena in Sarina. B block. Zack Sabre Jr. versus HENARE.
Give it to Zack.
Give it to Zack. Next.
Joe Moloney against Red Narita. At this point, I'm going to say Narita.
I don't care. I'm picking Drilla. Because I need something unexpected for a change.
True.
Next, Aaron Wolf versus Callum Newman.
Callum.
Next.
Umino versus Oscar. I'm going to give this to Shooter.
I'll give it to the Shooter. Sorry, Oscar. And now the main event. Yuya Uemura versus Gabe Kidd.
I'll say Kidd.
And we'll let the Kid throw a bone in on this one.
Next up, Ox City Hamamatsu in Shizuoka in the Hamamatsu Event Hall in Chochaku, Hamamatsu City. It looks like this is where the A block wraps up.
I'm checking on ahead, and yeah, the A block wraps up on the 12th, and the B block wraps up on the 13th. Let's get them out of the way before we have to decide who's going to end up in the end, inevitably.
Based on the math, it would be Goto against YUTO ICE first, I think.
I'll pick a Goto.
I'm giving this to YUTO.
Fair. Next is Takeshita versus Oiwa.
Oiwa would be playing spoiler at this point. Because at this point, we have him mathematically out of the equation. So, but I don't think it'll be enough. Takeshita moves on to his 3rd straight playoff.
I will also pick Takeshita as well. Next up.
Great Okan versus Boltin Oleg. At this point, neither of them have a shot. I'm going to give it to Okan.
I will give it to Oleg. It's not like it won't make much of a difference. Yota Tsuji versus Jake Lee.
Tsuji. And Shingo versus SANADA. I would say Shingo.
I say SANADA. And now we move on to the Korakuen Hall for the 13th. And this one is going to wrap up the B block in its entirety. First is Shota Umino versus Drilla Moloney.
I'll give it to Shooter. He moves on to his 2nd playoff.
I move on to Shooter as well. Next up.
Uemura against Oscar. Uemura. At this point, neither of them have a shot anyway.
I choose Oscar. Next up is Callum Newman versus HENARE.
Newman.
Next.
Kid versus Narita. I would actually prefer if this match goes to a draw so they end up fucking each other up.
I'll pick a draw too. I wouldn't be surprised if they did do it.
But if we had to pick a winner, Narita.
I pick Gabe. You pick Narita, I pick Gabe. Main event, Aaron Wolf versus Zack Sabre Jr. My money's on Zack.
Same here, and he moves on.
And now we reach the 15th in the Ryogoku Sumo Hall. And now this means there are 4 competitors, 2 on A, 2 on B.
Our A2 and A3 would face B3, and our B3, if I did the math correctly, would be Our A2 would be Tsuji, and our B3 would be Takeshita, and our B3 would be Zack, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Where our B2 and A3 would be Kid against. Fuck, who was it? We had Tsuji, Takeshita. Who was our other 8-block advancer?
I forget because I don't like having to keep track on everything. I mean, jeez. This is a tough one.
I think we said I think we may have said Okan.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so it'd be Okan facing Kid and Takeshita against Zack.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Zack gets revenge for what happened to Ryogoku last year at King of Pro Wrestling over Takeshita.
Mm-hmm.
What do you pick?
Between the two, this is tough. Very, very tough. I'd say the latter.
So you're going Zack over Takeshita.
Yeah, I'm picking Zack.
And with Kid versus Okan,
I will pick Okan.
No, wait. We said no. It was Callum, Umino, and Zack out of the B block.
Yeah. And the A.
So it'd be Umino over Okan. My bad, folks.
Yeah. I pick Okan.
Okay, so then we would have. Actually, I'm taking Shota in that case.
Very well. Let's move on to the last one on the 16th.
Semifinals and the finals. You have Okan against Newman. I have Umino against Newman. And we both have Zack against Tsuji in the other match. I'm going to give it to Zack in the latter. And I'll say Umino in the former.
Very well. What was mine again on the last?
As much fun as it would be to have Newman win both the New Japan Cup and the G1 in the same year, it would make the title shot his title match with Tsuji kind of redundant.
Mm-hmm.
Would it not?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then in the final, we've got Zack against Shota Umino. You have Zack against Callum. Right?
Yep.
I am going to go with Zack since Umino's already got his major consolation prize. There's no need for him to go after
I'm probably doing the same thing.
I thought you would have gone with Callum.
Okay, I'll just pick Callum because why not? Who knows what could happen on this thing? Because even I don't know.
And we never get it right, and we always have to do those playoff prediction videos.
Which is so freaking dumb.
In any case, that's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets. We're probably not going to be back until next week, until next week, when we finally step back on the arc for Pro Wrestling Noah's Summer Epic. And for those wondering why we haven't done a lot of Pro Wrestling Noah events this year, it's simple. With redundant titles like Destiny, Legacy Rise, Summer Epic, etc., it makes it unbearably boring to say the same thing with just a different date.
I see.
So yeah, next week, I would say July 16th or 17th, we'll be back on the arc.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
Comment, like, and subscribe. We are the MegaMets podcast. He's Mega Man NG. I'm Mets2128. It's the first time we've gone over 50 minutes in a while with these shows.
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't happen again because these can be strenuous.
True. Goodbye. Good effing night. Bang.
Bang. I'll see you then.
Take care.
Likewise.